We are expecting mostly rainy outlook, especially for the next 48 hours. A weather impact alert for tomorrow and Tuesday. So we are expecting widespread heavy rain, and the main concern is going to be that flooding, especially as we head into the afternoon hours. So we're going to have to watch the forecast, make sure we have those weather alerts on, and make sure you have those notifications on for the KHOU 11 app. So the National Weather Service issuing that flood watch for all of Southeast Texas that will be in effect through Wednesday morning. That does include Houston, Conroe, Angleton, Baytown, even down to Galveston, as those rain totals could range between 3 and 5 inches of rain in some locations. I wouldn't be surprised if some of us actually get up to 6 inches of rainfall through Wednesday. And if we get all that rain at once, that's where we really have to pay attention to the road conditions. But right now we are mostly hot and muggy. We are at 91 degrees. When you factor in that humidity, it still feels like 100 degrees outside. So if you are spending time outdoors, even though it is cloudy out there, make sure to stay hydrated and practice those heat safety measures. As we head into Monday, if you're heading out to FanFest, heavy rain possible starting around 10 to 11 o'clock and lasting through 4 to 5 p.m. And that's where we could see some concerns on those roadways. But as of now, radar is still looking a bit active. I am tracking some showers that are making their way in from the southwest, especially along Highway 69, as well as into the South Sound Houston Tollway and along 288. So we still have rain on radar. We could still see a downpour or two later on this evening. We have even more heavier rainfall happening out in Montgomery County and around the Lake Conroe area. But the flood concern today, not really an issue. It's what's going to happen tomorrow when we get closer towards the 11 o'clock hour. So a quiet night tonight. We're going to have a break in that rain activity. But then starting tomorrow around 11 o'clock, maybe even the afternoon hours, we're going to see more of that heavy rainfall become a problem, at least lasting through the evening hours. And then another round of heavy downpours, especially for Tuesday, starting in the morning hours. This is all a part of this cold front that's just going to stall over us from this increasing tropical moisture that is heading our way. So the National Hurricane Center giving this a 30% chance of development within the next 7 days. It's this system that we've been tracking for the past 3 to 4 days. It was a very disorganized low, but the remnants of that low is likely to head closer towards the Texas-Mexico border, and hopefully doesn't end up back over the Gulf, but it's just this disorganized area that is still sending an abundant amount of tropical moisture our way, and that's going to keep that rain chance in the forecast at least for the next 7 days. So as we take a look at that Euro, much of the southern half of Texas, a rainy outlook. We are still looking at this frontal boundary that's going to be draped over us. That's going to keep that rain there, but then by Thursday, Friday, that system's going to want to go off towards Louisiana and eventually ending that rain chance, but we're still going to be just looking at this wet and rainy period at least through the weekend. So wetter than normal conditions expected to last at least through the end of the month. It's still going to be warm and muggy, so stay hydrated during those times that we don't have the rain, but we are looking at some cooler temperatures on the way for the start of this work week, all thanks to the rain and cloud cover, and then we're going to rebound back into the 90s going into Wednesday and Thursday. So as far as your 7-day forecast, weather impact alert days for Monday and Tuesday, highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. We will be looking at more of that scattered rain chance to persist at least through the end of the work week. So just keep those umbrellas handy. We've had a bit of a break from this rainy outlook that we've for the past few days, but starting tomorrow is when we're going to start seeing that flood concern become an issue, and especially last at least until Tuesday. But also 90-degree temps once again back in the forecast, especially as we head into Thursday.